question first. The same question first, like in the last panel. How did you prepare for a role? That's a simple enough question. Let's begin with you. Yeah, that's fine.
Hello. Hello everyone from here. I'm from Myanmar. My name is Wutt Hmone Shwe Yi. For the preparation, in the 2 months before we started shooting, I worked very closely with my director and to make sure I was familiar with the character. During this time, I was learning every day how best to play the role and how to deal with trauma elements of acting, you know. Yeah, that I hadn't done before. It was exhausting, but it helped me play the role better. That was my preparation.
Yeah, I mean, towards the end, it really got intense, and
Yes.
there were two of you.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the movie, I would urge you to watch it immediately. So, Lutesha, how did you prepare for it?
Well, for me, my character, she's very into yoga and vegan and spiritual stuff. So I tried to be a vegan for 1 month, and then I tried to do yoga. I still do now, and I tried to meditate. So I think, yeah, that's it.
Is it possible to be vegan in Indonesia?
Yes, it's very possible, I think, but yeah, not really healthy because they have fried tofu, fried tempeh, everything fried. So not really healthy, I'm sorry.
Okay. Jamie, how did, obviously yours is a period role set in the Dutch colonial times, so how did you prepare for it?
Well, I had to, obviously, because it's a period piece, I had to go into the history books a bit and read about not only Indonesian history at the time, but because my character was supposed to be coming from South Africa. So he was a kind of mixed race. He was part Indonesian, what is now Indonesian, part Japanese and part Dutch. And he had grown up on a ship working for the VOC, but apparently his childhood was all in South Africa at the time. So I thought, oh. And the funny thing is, when I tried out for the role, the character Kurt was supposed to be from Germany, because they had a lot of German not missionaries, mercenaries, and missionaries too, I suppose. But yeah, they had mercenaries out there in Java fighting for the VOC army. And so, of course, so I put on my best German accent and so, and they said, yeah, okay, we want you to do this show. And then I said, oh, great. So I started studying the script and, of course, doing it in my best German accent and so on. And then 2 weeks before I was scheduled to come over, they said, oh, by the way, Jamie, a small little thing. You're no longer, your backstory, you're not German. You are now from South Africa. I'm like, what? Oh, no. So I had 2 weeks before the shoot date to come up with the South African accent. And so, of course, I used to play in the South African band for years in Australia back in the early 90s. And so I was only familiar with the Zulu, or the Xhosa accent. And Facebook had a little bit like this. Every day we go get up and we're working very hard. They have that sort of thing going on. So I could kind of understood that South African way of speaking. And of course you had the Afrikaans accent, which is something different. And no, we don't have polar bears in South Africa. Or something really bad one actually. But because my character was of mixed race, he would have a different way of speaking. So I started looking into the colored accent. And luckily we have YouTube so you can find everything on YouTube. So I started looking for this colored, the Cape Flats accent, and funnily enough, the Cape Colors. That's very sad, but they lived right on the outskirts of. I'm probably getting this too long-winded. No, well, a lot of people don't know, but the first place that they built in South Africa, it was the halfway point between the Dutch East Indies and Europe, Holland. So they needed a place to replenish their boats, because everyone would come back with wobbly teeth and scurvy. So they sent all the Boers down to be farmers and to grow stuff and but it didn't make sense to bring slaves from the western coast of Africa to build all of this. So actually, they were bringing slaves from Mozambique, which is on the eastern side, but they didn't have any skills with working with rocks. Working with building skills. Like carpenters and masonry work and that sort of stuff. So the slaves that they brought out from Indonesia, what is now Indonesia, Java and Sumatra, they had these skills, so they brought them out there, and then they would mix with the Khoisan, which was the original people. That movie Dogs Must Be Crazy. Once again, those people, and they mixed with those people as well as with the were raped by the Dutch. So they became the colored community of South Africa. And so once I looked into that, then I saw how they spoke, and I got the accent from hours and hours, non-stop, 24 hours. I go to sleep with it playing constantly. When people first came, they didn't realize just how hard it was for us. When the wind blows, I tell you, better close your mouth. They were speaking like that. So that's how that was part of my getting ready for the whole thing. It was exhausting. But
for those who haven't watched Great Style, there's a scene where he walks into a bar with a human head in a jar, as one does. And somebody asks him the question, where's that accent from? Now you know. So, Nadine, how do you do with that?
Hi everyone, I'm Nadine Lustre. I'm from the Philippines. So pretty much how I did it, I just kept having conversations with my director, because Ulan, it is an old script. I think my director started Irene. I think she started writing that more than 10 years ago. So pretty much it's like her baby. It's like it's super close to her heart. I also do believe that some parts, or maybe the whole story is, it's her story. So every time I would get to the shoot set, I would be on set, we would just talk for hours and hours, and she would just explain to me all the scenes and how Maya, my character, would feel in the scene. I work close with my director as well, and we're really good friends, and I feel like that's preparation pretty much.
Thank you. Moving on to Shefali, you've never played a policewoman before. So how did you? And this is a real life policewoman. So how did you get into the role?
Okay. Hi guys. Well, like you said, it's a real life incident, and it's an extremely traumatic one. It affected not just the country, but it affected people world over. So when you're portraying a real life character, or you're portraying an incident like this, it goes without saying that you need extreme sensitivity and responsibility, because you can't hurt people or their emotions. I mean, they've been through bad enough. Rishi Mehta, our director, he had worked on this for 4.5, 5 years. So he had a blueprint ready. And the first time he met me, he said, I don't want an actress, I want a collaborator with this. I've created what I could, and now I need you to make her come alive. And of course, we had Madam Chaya Sharma, who was the DCP at that point of time. So, and she was there for whatever answers I had. The process of this, it goes without saying, whatever work it has to consume you. There's no other way of doing it. But this one also took a lot of toll because it's a story of 5 days. So every minute was clocked. You know, the first thing I would go on set and ask is, what is the time? And what I meant is, what is the time in script? How many hours has she been awake? What was the last big breakthrough, which could have given her an adrenaline rush, which was a dipper for her? So that had to be clocked. And I am a spontaneous actor, so you can only do as much, and then it's just, when the camera goes on, I don't know what I do. And of course, it is, I mean, I chewed my director's head off. I don't think he has a head anymore. But because every day that I was working, I used to actually go to the ADs and say, guys, can I have 1 hour with the director? Oh, give me 15 minutes with him. And we really chewed on it. And it was just, like he said right in the beginning, he wanted a collaborator, not an actor. So he was open enough to say, okay, I've done what I had to. Now you've got to add the woman's perspective to it. So it was just all of it. And you know, I have been working, but this one has been my learning curve. You reach a point and you say, okay, I've been working this way. But now, like when I look back, I feel, how else did I work if I didn't work like this? And I just feel so proud to be a part of it. And also very strangely, I mean, I know it's probably not the right thing to say, but like I said, all of us were very deeply affected by the Nirbhaya case. But here, because I was in the shoes of someone who cracked it, who got the perpetrators, it somehow felt like a closure. It somehow felt like, okay, we finally got these guys, and you know, they were punished for what the gruesome stuff they did. So it was just like a complete concoction of emotions. I mean, if I had to pinpoint emotionally what I went through, it would be impossible. I can just pinpoint technically what I went through. Yeah, so
technically, did you spend any time observing Chaya Sharma? Did you spend time with her?
Actually, no, I actually met her for a 2-hour coffee. And it's impossible to soak in a person in 2 hours, you know. And it is a fictional interpretation. It's not fictional because the procedure was exactly how it was. But he didn't want me to replicate her. He wanted me to become Vartika. And Vartika is her own person. So yeah, I did meet her, and she was there for the smallest of answers that I had, like a very interesting thing. So there's a scene during the interrogation, okay? And you have an image of cop doing an interrogation. It's like, yo, I mean, it's almost like. So I just texted her. I said, ma'am, can I roll my sleeves up? Because there's a protocol of uniform, just because of that. So she says, you can, but it was really cold at that point in time in Delhi, and there were no heaters in the police station. It was a very small thing, but it mattered, you know. So she was really very kind to answer all the questions I had. And yes, I did see a couple of videos, but the videos were only about her press conferences around that time. But unfortunately, that's the only interaction I got with her.
Thank you. And for those who don't know, the director she's talking about, Richie Mehta, he's a Canadian-Indian director, incredibly detail-oriented. And to the extent where I think in the riot scene, some of the badges of the policemen are not correct. So he made sure that those things were correct before he wrote. So, coming back to you. So, it is more of a general question for you, which is the reception of the film. How was your role received? I think it was a big hit.
Yeah,
So,
we
we all know that, yes.
the film, the almost lots of parts of this record, and that was very intense for me to act like mother.
So the director of the film is from Thailand, and a lot of the technical crew are also from Thailand, including the DOP. So was it easy or difficult working with someone from a neighboring culture?
Actually, I've been working in this film industry for more than a decade. So this is not the first time that I've worked with international crew. So, and also it is the second time that I've worked with this Thai director. So yeah, we had chemistry. So that he was very good to work with and very professional. So, yeah.
Great. So we'll hold that thought. We'll come back to you. The Lutesha. So you in the series you're thrown together in holistic. Holistic means holistic, right?
Holistic, but they kind of twist it into halu. Halu means hallucination.
Okay. So you have a lot of on-screen time with Gala, who plays Kanti. So when I watched the series, your chemistry was effortless. So did you work very hard on the chemistry, or did it just happen?
It just happened that actually she helped me a lot, like really a lot. So the funny thing is, my character, she's into spiritual stuff, holistic stuff, right? Meanwhile, Tara's character, she's more like a logical girl. She's a banker. I mean, yeah, she's very logical. Meanwhile, in real life, we switch. So I'm the logical girl. Meanwhile, she's very into spiritual and stuff. So I learned a lot from her about essential oil, about how to grounding, about crystal and everything like that. So it's a very interesting process to switch our minds, our idea.
Interesting. So coming back to Jamie, now obviously Mike has done a lot of research into the character, and you mentioned some of it earlier. So how much of that did he share with you, or did you just go in with a broad idea, or did you get into? Mike does go in really deep when he does his research. So did he throw you into the deep dive with his research, or?
With the research, like historically?
Historically, you know that.
Yeah, I actually went real deep, and I actually pointed out to Mike that I can't say this line because this is terrible. If he experienced the first big battles with Zulus, the first big one was in this year, I can't remember, early on, and this when we showed it, I think it was just 1860 something. And I said that would, if he was in the war, like this was 20s or 30s, then that would make him like almost 80 now. And he's like, oh, yeah. Well, it's the more than one Zulu horse. I said, but the next one wasn't until Wutt Hmone. I said that's much later, so the timeline. So we can't. I don't want to say that I was in any fights with Zulus, at the time, and so it's just okay. So we were constantly. I was driving him nuts with things like that. And I was like 2 or 3 in the morning, and hang on a second. Should I be saying this? I mean, really? I mean, oh, God. Okay, don't say that. Say something else. And I think there was something about Lutesha and reachback. But then I looked into that and I was like, well, there wasn't such thing as a Lutesha and reachback until much later.
He was that actor.
Yeah. So the rule was very annoying, I think. But we worked very closely, and the lines were always open, no matter what time. Day or night. He was always ready to deal with my madness.
All right. So moving on to Nadine.
Yes.
Now, do you want to explain, or to those who don't know, what a tikbalang is?
Yes. Okay, a tikbalang is actually a half horse, half human. It's a mythical creature in Filipino folklore. So I guess it's pretty weird because our movie Ulan isn't really a horror film. So a lot of people were wondering when we released the trailer, there were people who are confused. They got confused because they were wondering why there's a tikbalang in the film. It's romance. It's not horror. So yeah, pretty much. If you see a tikbalang in a film, usually it's a horror film, but it's different and it's a first for the Philippines.
So versions of the tikbalang under different names are found in cultures all over Asia. Half horse, half human, and almost all demonic. But the tikbalang as shown in your film was quite benign.
Yes.
So so you spoke earlier about your close relationship with your director. So did you discuss why the tikbalang is benign and which is a complete sea change from what you see normally?
Well, pretty much in the movie, because there were 2 tikbalangs in the film. Actually, there's 3. But the main ones, there's 2. They're actually a couple. So when my character was still a young girl, she wandered into the forest and saw 2 tikbalangs getting married. But apparently, in the Filipino folklore, tikbalangs are meant to, they're forbidden to fall in love. So she asked them, and pretty much the tikbalangs were saying that nothing's going to stop this love, and even if the heavens are against it, we're still going to be together, we're still going to love each other. So growing up, that was her concept of love. That even if it's like everyone's against it, or even if it's kind of the relationship goes bad, as long as she loves the person, there's nothing's going to stop her from loving that person. But eventually, she finds someone who is Carlo Aquino. She finds someone, and because growing up, her grandmother would also tell her that you'll know that it's the one if you kiss him under the rain. So in the film, she finds Peter, Carlo Aquino's character, falls in love with him. They kiss under the rain, but spoiler, eventually he dies. So in the end, I'm sorry. So, Lisa, I'm sorry. So I'm really bad, so don't ask me any because I spoil a lot of movies all the time. That's one of the things I hate about myself. But anyway, yeah.
Did he die from hoof and mouth disease?
No, he didn't. No, but anyway, yeah. So pretty much her concept of love is just because of what the tikbalangs have told her, and pretty much they were guiding her all throughout her life. So it's different. They were pretty much kind of like her conscience. That's how it is, but yeah.
Okay. So from that light-hearted moment, I'm going to go slightly serious with Shefali, if you don't mind. So I hope you have enough time for this question. So most parts of the world today are not very safe for women, and which is perhaps why Delhi crime has resonated across the world and not just in Asia or South Asia. So, and you earlier mentioned about responsibility. So, do you feel kind of the weight of the world on your shoulders, like you are the exemplar of a woman going, the global woman going forward, and that you can make a difference?
Honestly, I wouldn't want to give myself so much importance.
Okay.
One show isn't going to change the world. And it's a lot of responsibility to be put on one person or one show. It requires a global change. And what I can say, being a mother too, is our daughters will be safe if our sons are raised right. It's, yes, we will protect our daughters, but if our sons are not raised right, then we're just creating a world of demons. So, probably a housewife, or I had the opportunity to portray and put out a case and a situation and something that resonated and touched people over. I had the opportunity off camera and a mic to put out what questions we asked when this happened and the answers that we never probably found. But being a wife, being a mother, and I'm a homemaker. Even if I wasn't doing this, I would think, what am I doing to make this place a better world? To make it safer, at least. Of course, we are not taking away from the fact that you need the judiciary system, and you need the cops, and you need the the heads of the country to take the right decisions and work towards safety of women. But like I said earlier, it's really unfair to put the responsibility on 1 or 2 or 4 people. I mean, it's our responsibility. And yeah, I repeat myself because I really believe this, that our daughters will be safe if our sons are raised right.
And there's some good news. You can see Shefali in season 2 of Daily Crime, which has been commissioned, and we all look forward to it. So I think that's what we have time for.